what vehicle this exhaust is going on? Not know what's gonna happen. I guess we'll just have to wait. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the beginning of something new. We are one step away from finally starting the HELLCAT Redeye modifications. I'm very excited for this project. I've been anxiously waiting. Now before we do so, there's one thing that I always do with my cars. So I'm here at DYNO Comp, of course with the HELLCAT Redeye, and I'll be doing a baseline dyno just to see what it's making stock. And then once we start all the modifications, then of course we can bring it back here to get it tuned and dyno. So I'm very excited to see if there's any guesses on what you guys think that my HELLCAT Redeye will be making. Please let me know in the comments down below. I have a number, but let's see if it gets anywhere close to that. So let's see how the dyno goes. So this is pretty cool. I found another HELLCAT Redeye wide body. I usually see, at least for where I drive, at least around my neighborhood, I don't usually see another wide body. I do see HELLCATs, but not Redeye wide bodies. And of course we have this Camaro here. So that just finished getting a dyno, but here I see that I'm not really sure on what modifications he has. I do see that he has a catch can, which is coming very soon on mine. Of course, I have to park next to it. It's been a few days because the day after the dyno, once I got home, then I just finished disassembling the GT350 engine, as you can see back there. Now that we're here, it's time for what you guys want to know, which is how much did the HELLCAT Redeye make? Before I show you, please keep in mind that it is on 91 octane just because, I mean, we're in Arizona. So if you do have a HELLCAT Redeye and you do take it for a baseline dyno, then it will vary depending on what octane you're using. And I'm actually really happy because you guys remember I did have a number in mind and ended up being a little bit higher than that, which I can't complain. So let me show you. Here it is. It made 684 wheel horsepower and 619 pounds of torque. That is pretty good. I think that is a very nice baseline. I'm happy with this just because I had estimated around like 660, 670, just because from what I had seen online, some Redeyes were within that range, but I mean, it's always better just to like probably guess a little bit lower and then obviously be a little bit happier once it makes more. So very happy with these numbers. Now, take a good look at this car. Let me just do a little quick walkthrough with this. Take a very good look at this car because it's not going to be looking like this pretty soon. I have a deadline to meet and it's coming very fast. So changes are coming really soon, which I am so excited. Now, let me talk to you more about that. Before I do, let me show you this because in my last video, you guys, so many comments telling me to not lay the crankshaft. So here it is, it's standing upright, even though I wasn't going to be leaving it laying down for years. So I decided to humor you guys. So here it is. And of course, if you guys didn't already notice, the HELLCAT Redeye is here on the 2-post lift, where if you guys remember, I had the GT350 there. But now it is on the 4-post lift. Let me tell you guys that was a bit of work. So we finally managed to get it off the 2-post and then get it here. So that was a big job in its own, but I really did need this 2-post because I have a few projects coming up. One last thing, these boxes right here. So this is an exhaust. Can you guys guess what vehicle this exhaust is going on? Hint, it's not the Redeye. So if you have any guesses, let me know in the comments down below. So I have quite a few events that I need to attend and they're all happening in March, and I will be taking my HELLCAT Redeye for them. I am so excited for the first event is a half mile event. It's hosted by Omega Motorsports. So So I already did go to that one. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but that was back in December when I took the HELLCAT Redeye. I was a little bit nervous, but now I know more or less what to expect. I mean, I was completely stocked. I didn't do a launch just because I didn't know how to do a burnout. Now I do, so I have no excuse. And even then, the rolling start was a little bit sketchy just because I still had these Pirellis, and that was just a little bit awful. But now I will have a different tire setup, and I am just so excited for that. Now, I am aiming a little bit high. So last time, rolling start stock, I hit 157, so 157 miles per hour at the end of the half mile. This time, I'm aiming for 180 miles per hour. I know that may be a little bit too much, a little bit aggressive, but hey, if I can get to 180, I'd be happy. If I can get anywhere close to that, then that's good, because I mean, I do have like about a month or so I know I don't have that much time, so I'm going to do everything possible in order to get there, at least somewhere close to that. That'll make me really happy. Now, the other event that I have is a quarter mile event, and this is something that a lot of you have been asking me, when will I be taking the HELLCAT to the drag strip? Well, you don't have to wait anymore, because I'll be taking it there. I have been to the drag strip before, like 3 times, so to me, I'm still pretty green, and that was with the Nissan GTR. And honestly, that just doesn't count, because this car is just so easy. With it being all-wheel drive, it's just so easy to launch, and I know that the HELLCAT is not going to be anything like it, so I'm looking forward to that. That should be very interesting. Now, the last event that I have is probably an event that you guys have heard of, so it's in California. It's another half mile event. It's called Neverlift, and I know this is a pretty big event. They've been hosting it for a few years now. I know that a lot of cars go there, and it's pretty serious. People have crazy builds, cars making like 2,000 horsepower. It's just crazy power, and I will be competing with my HELLCAT Redeye, but at the end of the day, it's going to be just for fun. I honestly can't wait. I'm counting down the days to March. Now, this build will start on the channel, so expect lots of videos for that. So now that we know exactly what the HELLCAT Redeye is making, it's time to talk about the race between these cars here. The HELLCAT is 684 wheel, the Camaro is about 690 wheel, and the GTR is about 590 wheel. That is on the highest map with race gas. It's time to race them. So I think first we'll start off GTR between Camaro. This will be a rematch because I have raced them before. Back then, both cars are stock, but let's see what happens now. Now, you guys might be saying, well, the GTR is at a disadvantage because it has 100 horsepower less. I wouldn't sleep on the GTR because it is all-wheel drive, and on the lower roads, that is gonna be pretty hard to beat, but we'll have to see. And it's also DCT. I just don't know. I do not know what's gonna happen. I guess we'll just have to wait. After that, then I'll race the Camaro between the Redeye. I know that you guys, I know that I have mentioned this before and I was going to do this, but this just didn't happen any earlier just because I did want to take the HELLCAT to the dyno and get exactly what it was making. So it wasn't like a guessing game, like I think it makes this much. No, so now we know. So this will happen really soon, especially because I do have those events coming up and I need to get this build started, modified. So we're gonna do the Camaro and the HELLCAT. Now this is going to be pretty interesting because they're both around the same numbers, 684, 690. The only thing is that the HELLCAT is heavier, but it is an automatic. The Camaro is lighter, but it is a manual, and it has all that downforce. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. After that, then we'll race the HELLCAT Redeye with the GTR. And once again, this will happen with the HELLCAT being stock, just to see what both of these cars can do. And I mean, that's gonna be pretty interesting. I think that one will be probably like the most closest race, but either way, we'll see what happens. So there's lots of things coming on the channel. I'm very excited for all of these events, these races, and then the build for the HELLCAT Redeye. So let me know in the comments down below, which race are you guys most excited to see? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.